Yo, 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 yo. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Max and Juan cast. We back at it. Draft season, wide receivers. Two-part, motherfucker.
What?
Two-part.
Two?
Two-part.
Why is it 2-1?
It's too many. It's way too many, bro.
Too many cooks?
Just too many.
Too many cooks.
Yeah, too many. How you doing tonight?
Doing good, man.
It's a drag right now, bro. It's a drag because it's a lot of film watching. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Deepest class ever.
It is. It is the deepest wide receiver class ever that we can remember. Make sure to hit that subscribe channel, bro. Hit that like button. Go ahead and hit that bell icon. Hit that bell icon. You'll get notified every time. Noti Gang. Every time we drop a banger like this one. This is a 2-part series. This is part 1. For the first time ever in MJC history, we're going to be doing a top 10 prospect list for a position group.
We are.
Okay. And also hit that bell icon because don't miss the NFL draft. If you guys ain't doing nothing for the NFL draft, join us. Okay. We're going to be having a live stream. We're going to be live streaming the whole first quarter of the NFL draft. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you don't miss a beat. We'll have live interactions, live chat. We're going to be talking shit. We're going to be having a bunch of conversation. We'll see the location. If you guys have a studio for us, let us know.
I give Gawk.
Hook us up. What if we got to take a plane out there?
Fuck it.
Fuck it?
I would road trip it, though.
Okay.
Me and you in a car alone. Maybe I count our shoulders one day.
All right, this shit getting weird. All right, let's go. Nah, just kidding.
Who
Okay.
cares?
I hate you.
I know. I'm an asshole.
Okay. Top 10. We're going to start off with 6 through 10. Okay.
Please excuse some overlap. There'll be a little overlap because we have some guys in
Yeah.
different positions. But we'll hit them twice. We'll hit them twice. Fuck
We'll
it.
get through this. And look, I just want to say this class has everything. They come in all shapes and sizes. The little guys, the big physical guys, the all-around guys, the generational guy, the one-trick ponies. You know what I mean? Everything. This fucking class is unfucking real, bro. Okay, let's start off with our list. I'm going to give my list first because you went first with quarterbacks. Okay? My list, 6 through 10. I got Jalen Polk, Adonai Mitchell.
Okay.
I like to call him AD Mitchell.
Okay.
Brian Thomas Jr.,
Okay.
Xavier Leggete, and Xavier Worthy.
It's not a bad list. It's not how I would do it, but
Of course you fucking wouldn't. Let's hear your fucking punk ass list, all right?
6, Xavier Leggett. 7, Adonai Mitchell, AD Mitchell. Do we have them both in 7? We do.
I think so, yeah.
8, Keon Coleman.
Wow, you got Keon at 8?
9, Jalen Polk. 10, Xavier Worthy.
Okay, we agree on Xavier
Well,
Worthy.
the Texas guys, we got them down pat.
Yeah,
It's everyone else we're fucked up about.
exactly.
Why don't you want to start a little different? You want to work our way from 10 to 6?
Let's work our way to 10 to 6. You know what? Let's go ahead and lump in these Texas guys since
Okay.
we're both in agreement with that. Okay, let's start off with Xavier Worthy. Okay, 5'11", 165.
You
Look,
might have heard of his name.
Yeah.
He might have done something kind of unique at the combine.
Yeah, ran a 4.21 to be exact. Fastest 40 time ever at the combine. Max, thoughts on Xavier Worthy?
Well, why don't we get this one out of the way pretty quick? He's fucking fast. He is the fastest guy at this position in the draft. We had talked about it, and I think this is something we should bring up because we talked about the 40. Who was the previous record holder for the 40?
John Ross.
And one asked me, I wonder how big John Ross was when he ran his fucking 40. Now, what's Worthy's height? Was he 6 feet?
Worthy's
5'11"?
Worthy's height is 5'11", 165.
Okay, John Ross ran at 188 and 5'11". That is kind of surprising, right?
Yeah.
Look, there's a lot to like about this guy, and I mean, he will be drafted high. You bring that speed to the table, every team wants it. Every team's looking like, hey, he might fall right to the Chiefs' fucking lap.
Yeah.
One thing I liked about him, I mean, he's quick too. He's not just, He's not just like, oh, I have to just.
He's
try.
not just top end speed.
No, he's pretty quick.
Yeah.
Not Tyreek Hill like level of quickness, but pretty good quicks. Dude, corners were scared of this guy, which makes it a hard eval. And truthfully, in the NFL, like, yeah, if you're playing the fucking Eagles and James Bradbury's, they're going to be scared of him. But a lot of teams have corners who can really run. And, I mean, they'll take the – it's not really about him running. It's about can he get going? Because right off the bat, you watch this guy and you're like, he kind of got fucking pressed into a new dimension. But here's the thing. Even Bama was like, we can't press this.
I was gonna say
we're
that.
scared to press him. We're scared.
I was just gonna say that because that's the first game that I watched from him was the Alabama tape, and off bat they were scared to death to press this guy, and there's reasons for that. And the fucked up thing is they got toasted regardless. Alabama against this guy. Look, there's you said it all: the speed, the quickness. Another thing to add in there, he's really good with the ball in the air. He can track the ball very well.
His measurables are on par with Deshaun Jackson. I mean, he's in the 1 percentile of weight. Like, I'm pretty sure Devontae Smith weighs more than him, which isn't something you really want.
Yeah, and this is going to come down to him being a one-trick pony. Nonetheless, though, he is extremely valuable, okay? Guys that run a 4.21 do not grow on trees, okay? And even though
this isn't burner speed, this is like the burners of the burners. This is like, holy shit,
right?
Like not there might be. I bet the Eagles don't have a guy who ran 4.2 in the 4.2s,
right?
Which is, I mean, it matters. It really fucking matters sometimes.
Yeah, and this I had it. I hate to make it all about the speed, but it really is because I had to take that into account. I'm thinking of this as a GM. If I'm drafting in the first round, regardless of where I'm at, okay, it can be anywhere from pick. I can say he can go from anywhere from pick 7, 8, all the way to 32. Would you be surprised if he got picked that high?
I would. Yes, I'm thinking 15 to for end of the first is his range, and I honestly don't think he's a better receiver than anyone on this list above him. I mean, even guys under him are better packages as a receiver, but the physicals, the raw tools. This is a guy like, hey, it's truly speed. Like, he has good hands. He doesn't have strong hands. He's not going to make a lot of contested catches. Lacks a lot of playing through contact. That's not his game. But you get him out in space. I mean, look, he's not the best. Like, he doesn't have the greatest vision when he runs. But if he makes the guy miss, like there's some plays where he got a bubble screen. Someone tackled him. Gone. Missed the tackle. Gone.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. But look,
how'd you like his route running? Sorry. I just want to hit that.
He only runs a couple routes.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, is he running the route like efficiently, or is he just so fast it doesn't matter? That's kind of.
I think it's more so it doesn't matter.
Like, if he crisped it up, he could be a weapon.
Yeah.
I don't see this guy being like the best in the class or anything. Like, he's not a Tyreek Hill. Like, Tyreek Hill's a 1 in a million.
Right.
This guy isn't that.
Right. Nonetheless, nobody wants to be the donkey though, Max, to not pick this guy. Let's say you're staring down the barrel, 24th pick, right? He's right there staring at you. It's gonna be more of an owner thing or fans thing of how the fuck did we pass up on Xavier Worthy?
Yeah.
If he is one of those guys. You know, in a perfect world, let's say he is Tyreek Hill. You know?
And I mean, in comparison to true burners, like, he produced at Texas. He made some catches. He made plays. Like, he's not, my comp is Marquise Goodwin plus. Like, but Marquise Goodwin was a gadget guy. Like, it was like, oh, he's not really a receiver. This guy is a receiver. I'll give him that. Like, his route running's raw, but it's there.
Yeah.
Like, he's not as polished as John Ross was coming out.
Yeah.
But he's a good player. I mean,
yeah. So to me, when you're drafting and Xavier Worthy's on your draft board, you're kind of playing defense at the same time when you're drafting him because you don't want other teams to fucking have him.
Yeah.
You rather him
not go to the Chiefs.
Yeah. You rather him rot on your fucking team and he's bad than go on another team and fucking torch you. That's how I'm feeling about Xavier Worthy. Okay. Pro comparison for me, Jalen Hyatt. Okay, and I have him as a first round.
My fucking heart won. My heart.
I kept on going back and forth with him. I kept on going back and forth between. I believe he's a second round guy.
He was like the 6th receiver I watched, and he started off in 5. And the more I watched, I was like, oh, These guys are better than him.
Yeah.
I mean, but again, he has things like Leggett, for instance. He has strong hands. Polk has strong hands.
Yeah.
These guys don't. They don't have his speed, which is really important, unfortunately, to say that.
Who was your comp?
Marquise Goodwin plus.
Marquise Goodwin plus. I like it. Okay, let's tie in the other Texas dude who had less yards than Xavier Worthy. Had 55 catches for 845 yards, 11 touchdowns though. Let me get
Adonai Mitchell. I'm gonna start. You start. I'm gonna start again if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Good size, 6'2". He is slender. He's fast. He's got good deep speed. Unfortunately, you don't get to see it that much because all the deep routes are run by the other fast fucker on their team. I loved how he got separation. He doesn't drop that many balls. He tracks the ball really fucking well. His releases, I thought were. What'd you think? I want to see what you thought.
I think they were great. I think they're arguably one of the best releases in the class.
I liked his releases too. He likes to get skinny. He'll stick his foot in the ground and go. Like he ran some slants where he just set guys up, and it was like, oh, quarterback, you can't throw it back.
And it's so rare for a guy like him that's small frame. You know, he's 6'2", 205. He's a twig. He's so fucking skinny. And you know, everyone talking about Xavier Worthy's 40 time. He ran a 4.34.
Yeah,
he's not.
He's
slow.
fast. He's really fast. I mean, he just looks slow compared to his teammate. Unfortunately, he's got good body control. He gets vertical. Yes. One thing he didn't do a lot of was contested catches down the field, like jump balls to him. Does that surprise you at all?
No, it didn't surprise me.
That's on his game. You think he's more of a separation kind of?
Yeah.
One thing I didn't like, he had the effort would wane. Effort can wane. Like if he knows he's not getting the ball, he's just like, fuck it. But I mean, like that's nitpicky. One thing he's not good at, he's not a runner with the ball. He don't get tackled. I thought he got tackled a lot when I was like, can you make a fucking guy miss? Because he's not agile. He's not that agile because he's kind of tall. And he does struggle with physicality a little bit too.
Yeah, of course.
But he's so slender. He's just so, like, I think one guy we'll talk about in the 1 through 5 or even Leggett is like, fucking please bring me the Polk too is like, I don't care. Mm-hmm. These guys are so slender. But they're just nightmares in space because they're so quick. They're twitched up. They can fucking run.
Because A.D. Mitchell's change of direction, it's elite, dude. To me, I think it's his bread and butter. I think he has one of the best, like, next to probably Marvin Harrison, you know. That's good fucking company. He drops his hips so effortlessly.
Yeah, in and out of his breaks.
Yeah, dude. Like it's very, very smooth with him, dude.
It's weird to me because that doesn't translate to when he had the ball in his hand.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. The one thing about his hands is he can be a little body catchy at times.
I've seen
but
that.
There's a lot of guys in the league currently that kind of body catch, so it doesn't really scare me. I don't think it's that big of a deal as
he's not a snatcher of the ball at times. So like when you want him to be, he doesn't. But like when deep balls, he'll just track that bitch and he's gone.
And look, Mitchell's a great prospect.
Where's first round cut in this? Like is he a first rounder in your head?
Yes.
I think he is too.
Easily.
Yeah.
Easily. I think he's a top 10 guy. That's a lock to me. He's gonna go in the top 20. I have a con on here, Max, saying that he's a under average like route runner, but I want to say this, what I saw on film, and it took somebody else pointing it out to me, and I actually had to go back and watch like some CD Lamb film because he was saying like, hey, CD Lamb is kind of the same, does the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
And even though he's not the most crisp route runner, he gets open and he kind of just understands where to go in zones.
He kind of gets open late. It's
right.
Kind of weird. It's like, hey,
it's just weird movement. Yeah. It's not even like a drastic cut. It's just more like, let me drift off in this area.
He kind of changed pace pretty good. I thought. Like he's a good change of pace. Like he understands like when to gas, when to throttle, when to lay it off a little. To me, he's Robbie Anderson plus, and I mean, I don't want people to take that in a bad way. He just reminds me of the skinny frame, the wheels. He can be so much better than Robbie Anderson.
Yeah, I have high hopes.
He's everything you ever wanted him to be, but he never was.
I have CD Lamb. Of course, CD Lamb's a little bit more filled out, just a little bit, but I see the game translating like him.
I want to see what CD Lamb came out because I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, CD Lamb is the ceiling for me. Absolute ceiling. Floor is DJ Chark.
Oh.
Yeah.
CD Lamb came out at 198. That doesn't even seem. I feel like he was thicker though. I don't know why I think that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just that OU jersey.
And
or
then
something.
AD Mitchell's 205, so they're pretty close.
Yeah. CD Lamb was more physical, I felt like, coming out. I'm not sure. That's weird.
I think what CD has over him is the fucking circus catches.
Oh, yeah.
He was,
yeah, CD Lamb.
He had one of the best catches I've seen in college football, CD Lamb. Okay, so are we good on the Texas guys? We both think they're first rounders.
Yes, we should talk. So we should talk about Polk next, and then Leggett, because then we have a little disagreement of guys who.
All right. You go ahead and start on Polk because I got stuff going on with the computer. But what did
Can I
you
start
see?
with Leggett?
Yeah,
I really
start
want
with
to talk about
Leggett.
Oh my god, I have him at 6. This guy, first of all, the ugliest fucking fit I've ever seen on a fucking college football film. I know that shouldn't matter. I know that shouldn't matter, one. But remember, I literally texted one. I was like, guys, like, look at this fucking guy. He's not wearing thigh pads or knee pads.
Yeah,
and he's going out there and fucking killing people. Like, what I love about this guy, one, he's huge. People are gonna be like, he's only 6'1". He doesn't look like he's 6'1". It looks like he's 6'5". He's huge. He's fucking built like a fucking tank. Did you notice how DBs don't like to tackle him? Did you notice that on the film?
Yes.
You can just throw it up to him. Spencer Rattler, just let him play it above the rim. He snatches the ball. He just grabs it and goes. He's faster than I thought. There's sometimes he just pulls away from DBs. He never gets out physical. It's just strong hands. It was just a big fucking bully of a receiver. Now, there are some cons if you want me to get into them, one, or if you want to chime in about some positives, you let me. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I thought a good way to explain him was he's a violent runner.
Yeah.
Yeah, he runs with violence, willing to block, which is
Oh my god,
he loves to fuck
people up.
Yeah, he loves to fuck people up, and great with 50-50 balls. He muscles his way while in the air. You said
not just like at the catch point. It's like getting into the position. He's like, no,
right.
You don't push me around.
Yeah, and honestly, he's a rare size at his weight. He's heavy. He's 221. I know he's 6'1". He's not the tallest guy,
but he seems bigger than 6'1". He looks
exactly. So that's very imposing for a guy like him.
So why'd you have him at 9? What don't you love? Because I have him at 6.
Let's just get this straight. I love all these guys.
I do too.
I really do. I love all these guys. And there's guys that didn't make our list that we still love. It's that stacked, man. So somebody's going to have to be, lower on the totem pole. And to me, it just comes down to I like the other guys a lot better. And one thing that I didn't like from him was his speed. It doesn't... It doesn't
sudden.
always.
It's not sudden. You got to build up a little
right.
bit.
Yeah, you got to build up.
I think
to
he
that
would. I don't think he runs low 4.3s. I think he runs like 4.39, 4.4.
Because he tries to bully his way. Because obviously he's fucking beast at the 50-50 balls. But at a certain point, dude, it's like you're fast. You run a 4.39. Get up on your fucking horse and beat this corner. But it's like, I'm gonna slow down. I'm gonna try to body him and. That kind of winds up fucking him up. I mean, at times.
He can be a bit of a body catcher.
Yeah.
I saw his route running's horrible. He's just like he doesn't know how to do it. He's just like I'm just Xavier Leggete. I'll just catch it. Yeah. He's not quick at all. He's not agile. He's just bricked up, fucking hard body. Just I'm gonna fuck you up. He doesn't separate. I don't think he's everyone's cup of tea. I think he's my cup of tea though. Yeah. I want that guy.
Yeah.
To me he's DK Metcalf light. Like he just.
That's funny.
What'd you put? Best case DK Metcalf.
I put morphed together DK Metcalf and AJ Brown.
DK Brown or AJ
DK
Metcalf?
Brown, yeah. AJ Metcalf, whatever the fuck you want. I think he's a little bit. I think it's more of the style of play is more DK because he's not much of a route runner, and he has more of the height and body of AJ Brown.
Yeah,
because he's not like a tall specimen.
No,
like DK.
no,
Yeah.
that man, he was a load, and I mean, you can see how much I loved him.
Yeah.
I had him at 6.
And one thing to point out for you guys with Xavier Leggete, 1,200 yards this year, 7 touchdowns. Really, only 1 year of production.
Yeah.
So that does scare you a little bit. That's something that you do got to take in consideration.
I wrote that in my notes. Yeah.
And another thing to mention is I think this guy's gonna really catch the eye on coaches. Why? Because he's a special teams guy. He's pretty good at kick returning also. So I feel like he's gonna.
How many 6'1", 225 guys kick return?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of like Debo. I know Debo likes to fucking kick
but
off
he's
return.
not a bitch.
So I think the coaches are gonna like him early. He's gonna earn reps really early, and I love the guy. I'm just gonna make it clear: all the 10 guys on this list, and even some of the guys that we'll talk about after the fact that we left off, I love too. I put him where I think he's valued, 2nd round, which is nothing wrong. It's just the stackness of the class, Max.
I don't think he'll go in the first, but I would take him in the first because
You would take him in the first. I wouldn't take him in the first. I think there's a couple other guys.
But I wouldn't take Jalen Polk in the first. I take him kind of towards the lower end of the first, if anything. So I had Leggett at 6. You had Polk at 6. So what? Tell me about Polk.
And DK was your pro comparison, right?
Yeah, DK Metcalf.
Okay.
Light. I should have. Just something fucking light.
Okay, Jalen Polk. For me, man, he's my darling, bro.
I know. I had to watch one get fucking hard watching it. I was like, dude, can you fucking please?
All right, Jalen Polk, 6'1", 203 pounds, ran a 4.52 out of Washington. He's the second fiddle to Romeo Duze. Automatically, dude, what popped out was he's patient. His game has no rush in it.
I think he understands how to use his speed.
Yes,
because he's not fast. He's quicker than he is fast, but he's got. Let me rephrase. It's not like he can't run by people, but that's just not his game. He's not. He ran a 4.5, and there's nothing wrong with that.
And he knows it.
Yeah, he knows, but he understands like, I can set this guy up.
He understands leverage. That's his number one thing. That's what I wrote. He understands leverage on DBs. So whether it's a subtle movement, moving this way, moving that way, he's so fucking good at it. And I love guys like that because it tells me, like, you separate yourselves from other guys. Like the Xavier Worthys and the AD Mitchells, they're great. They're physical specimens. Even a guy like Xavier Leggete, I just take a lot of pride and I'm very impressed with guys like him that don't always rely on their athleticism. Like, can you get fucking open when you don't run a fucking 4.4? And he fucking does that.
He doesn't mind getting physical. He has great body control, strong hands. He's good after the catch. Here's my thing, one. Obviously, he lacks the high-end traits that make some receivers, like, elite, right? What does he do elite? I feel like he's the jack of all, master of none. That's my thing with him. And that's not a bad thing. He'll be a receiver for the NFL a long, long time.
Yeah.
But what about him does he do elite to you?
You're absolutely right. I didn't write anything on here that popped out like, oh my God.
I don't think he has a weakness. I don't think he
what I would say that's,
he gets off the line good.
What I would say that's elite is just the understanding of the game.
Yeah.
Him just having
high IQ guy.
A good knack, an IQ. Exactly. And he gives a shit. He just gives a shit, bro. He loves the block. He's always engaged. And you can see the energy always coming out from him. You know, some guys take fucking plays off, dude. Or like they'll just run here and they'll run there. It's like this dude gives a shit every single play. And he's not that bad after the catch. He's not the greatest, not elite, like you said. But he's good. He has some moves in him. You know. Let's get on to the cons. Because he lacks explosiveness.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's really not much to say. It's really just lacks the elite.
And
can he separate at a high enough level?
Right, top speed.
But Keenan Allen's someone who's not the fastest, but figures it out. So, is it out of the realm that this guy could be a Keenan Allen-ish? To me, no. To me, he's Jackson Smith and Jigba, like a kind of a crappy. Because I think Jackson was a little bit more high-end athlete than him.
Yeah.
But I like this guy, man. He's good. I mean, like I said, I loved 1 through 10, and it fucking sucked picking somebody to leave out. like Lad McConkey or whoever the fuck you want. This kid was good.
Yeah. Hopefully he has a career like Keenan Allen.
Yeah, you hope.
That he plays for a long time. But to me, one guy popped out. It was Jarvis Landry. That's who.
That's a really good
that's who he reminded me of. A guy that gets down and dirty, has no rush in his game. He's all patient. Not the fastest guy. He's good with the ball in his hands. Great hands. All the above. He's just pretty. And he's not the biggest guy.
Jarvis Landry had a 28 vertical. That's fucking crazy. No bunnies.
And
he had a horrible 3-cone.
Did he really?
Yeah, 1%, 7.55.
Goodness.
But hey, he was a beast.
Yeah.
Because he just understood the game.
Yeah. And Jarvis Landry, did he go in the first round? He might have been
second round guy.
Second round guy, huh?
You had a bad 3-cone when DK's was faster.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. So yeah, Jarvis Landry is my pro comparison. He's a first round guy to me. I would take this guy in the first round. I absolutely love this kid.
I don't agree with that.
Second round guy?
High second round. But I love it. I mean, I can't. I just think,
like I said, this is where I would pick him. I would pick him in the first.
But the thing is, that's gonna fuck this up. Is there's so many receivers, people are gonna be like, I'll just wait. We'll just wait. We'll just get somebody.
Yeah, there's a difference. I didn't put where I think they will go. I put where I would take him. Where I think he would go is past the first round. I don't think he's gonna get drafted in the first round.
Yeah,
I'd be kind of shocked because he's a value guy.
Yeah,
they're gonna go for that athleticism pedigree, like from the other dudes first, if anything.
So are we good on who's your comparison? You said
Jarvis Landry.
Yeah. So how do you want to do this? At our 8s, we have two different guys. I have Keon Coleman. You have Brian Thomas. How do you want to do it? Because there's going to be some overlap in the next part. So should we just do we'll do a little quick strokes real quick, and then we'll deeper dive it in the next one because we have to talk about these guys again.
Yeah.
I think what we should do one real quick because we kind of cut this one short.
You know what? What we should do in this one, Max?
Let's talk about the guys who didn't make it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Let's talk about the other 5. By the way, I have 15 guys. We didn't talk. Here's some names: Roman Wilson, Troy Franklin, Jermaine Burton. I liked him a lot.
Ricky.
I like Johnny Wilson. Oh, Ricky Persall was really fucking.
Yeah. He was on the fringe, bro. I wanted to fucking have him.
So pick bad. One more guy to give a little scouting report on. Little like a quick one, not a do Ricky Persall.
Okay, let's do Ricky Persall then. 6'1", 189, ran a 4.41. White boy. Okay. His 3-cone max, best out of all the receivers, 6.64.
Wow.
Yeah. So this dude came from Arizona State. Great long speed. This guy is not your average slow white dude. He has legit speed on him, okay? Runs a 4.4, like I said. Great hands. Can track the ball in the air well. Shows off his flexibility. I feel like he catches balls kind of like underthrown or out of his reach pretty well. Great route runner. He's a creative route runner to me. He does head fakes. He shutters his feet, in a particular way. And you can just tell that he watches film and he knows how to get fucking open. Okay.
Again, this is the type of guy to me that's like jack of all, master at none. He's just a good football player. I think he's a really good number 2 type of guy. And one thing, he might have to play in the slot in the NFL because he gets bullied. He'll get bullied.
Press is rough. It was rough. Yeah.
So, with that being said, I'll do a little quick spiel on Lad McConkey.
Who did you have a comparison for him? No,
not really. No.
I put juiced up Julian Edelman.
I was looking at mock draftables, and that was who they had.
No way. Okay, he's bigger and he's faster and he's probably stronger than Edelman.
But for sure, he's just a different type of athlete. So for a guy like Lad McConkey, again, 6 feet tall, fast white boy, he's a slot only guy in the NFL. What he lacks is physicality. And bro, like you were like, what do I think? What should I think about him? Because I was like, get prepared for him to get fucked up a little bit. Like I said, man, he's a slot only guy. Really crisp route runner. Really, how'd you like his routes, McConkey's?
It was great.
But what happens when the guys get in his face? Not great.
Yeah.
He's not a jump ball receiver. He's real scheme specific. Hey, if like back in the day, if New England got a hold of this guy, he's Julian Edelman, Wes Welker 2.0, maybe more souped up. Andy Isabella type vibes. But yeah, I mean, there's just so many guys, man. I even like Luke McCaffrey and Brendan Rice. Brendan Rice to me is like a Zay Jones. He's like a hardworking fuck who's gonna get open.
Yeah.
So
one of the comps that I had for
McConkey.
McConkey. I had a fun one. Ceiling, best case, Greg Jennings.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah. And for who was the other guy you said?
Brendan Rice or
Brendan
Burton.
Rice. He had a good Senior Bowl.
Yeah, I like. What about Jermaine Burton, real quick?
Jermaine Burton, to me, I put Kenny Stills.
Yeah. I like how you say Steals instead of Stills.
Stills, sorry.
No, I like it.
He's physical. I just feel like something's missing from his film.
I know, right?
Something's missing.
Yeah.
I seen a pro comparison on him. I forgot who I seen it from. I seen Doug Baldwin.
No fucking way.
He's physical like Doug though.
But he not
Doug went undrafted.
He's not a route runner like Doug.
Yeah, I get you. But he's a day 3 guy for me. Another dude, Johnny Wilson. I love Johnny Wilson.
You mean Devin Funchess? I mean, sorry, Kelvin Funchess is what I call him.
Yeah, Johnny Wilson impressed me, especially watching Keon Coleman.
Can we just agree he's our sleeper?
Yes.
He's our sleeper. Oh
He's
my
our
God.
sleeper.
He's so fucking big.
The one thing about him that obviously pops out is he's so damn big. He has really no good change of direction. No. He has good top end speed.
4.52, really fast.
Yeah, but he can't really.
He might be playing tight end one day.
He might be.
I hope not.
And as big as he is, Max, I think one of the craziest stats that I've seen, he is what? 6'6", 231 pounds.
Uh-huh.
How many touchdowns do you think this guy has?
I already answered, but I said like 10.
2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
is.
And his defense, Keon Coleman's like 6'5" himself.
In his defense, Jordan Travis throws so many fucking jump balls. Why didn't they throw it to him in the end zone?
Dude, whatever they did worked, though.
Yeah.
Like, they had a good season.
Yeah. Nonetheless, I love this kid, man. One of the pro comparisons that I had, Brian Quick, and I seen Plaxico Burress. I seen Devin Funchess. I wanted to go outside the box. I went Brian Quick.
I like Brian Quick. That's a good one.
Yeah. I have him as a 3rd round guy.
I have him, 3rd to 4th rounder. He'd be a steal.
Who else do we got that we can talk about? Troy Franklin. I think that's going to be a guy that
people are surprised we don't have.
People are surprised that we don't have. 6'2", 176 pounds, ran a 4.41 out of Oregon. Look, man, a lot about him is just good. And
he reminded me of Paul Richardson.
Paul Richardson, really?
Just because of the height and the speed.
He reminds me a lot of Jameson Williams in the NFL. Not as a prospect, but in the NFL. A guy that he has the speed, he can go deep, but doesn't really show any type of route running or anything to his game.
No, there's no playing through contact. He doesn't have the best hands. He loves the slant route. He loves it. But I mean, that's Oregon's shitty offense. So, if he was good, would it surprise me a little? But I can see a path how we kind of overlooked him. But I didn't love the kid.
I think the best way to explain it when I was watching film, I was so hot and cold.
Yeah, exactly.
So hot and
cold.
I think he's a 2nd round guy though.
I think he's like a 3rd or 4th to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Major difference.
I think he's going to struggle in physicality.
Gotcha. Okay. Anyone else that I have?
We got 5 more to do, brother, so hold on to it. We'll hit on the next one.
All right. That's going to do it for part 1. Please subscribe to the channel. Okay?
Help me.
Hit that like button.
Smash that bitch.
Smash that motherfucker. Hit that bell icon for every time we drop a banger like this one. We're going to be doing a live stream 1st round draft picks. All right, join us for the live stream, live chat, live interactions, all that good stuff. Come and party with us, bro. Maybe we'll even order you guys a pizza, Domino's Pizza, the famous draft
Pizza Hut, asshole.
Pizza?
That's Pizza Hut.
Is that more expensive? Oh, it was Pizza Hut, you're saying.
It was Pizza Hut, yeah, the one that fucked me in
Pizza
the
Hut.
ass.
Anyway, we'll see you guys. we'll see you guys in part 2, okay? We out. Peace.